The Culture Secretary has confirmed that more than 250,000 mourners saw Queen Elizabeth lying in state, but the official figure could be far higher as the government is still crunching the final numbers. Devotees of Her Majesty queued for up to 24 hours to see her coffin in Westminster Hall, but TV hosts Phillip, Schofield and Holly Willoughby managed to bypass the queue completely, causing a wave of outrage from mourners, with more than 23,000 signing a petition to have them sacked. Here's what the pair had to say for themselves.
Broadcasters and journalists there took anyone's place in the queue, and no one filed past the Queen. We, of course, respected those rules. However, we realised that it may have looked like something else, and therefore totally understand the reaction. Please know that we would never jump a queue.
And you know what? I kind of feel really sorry for them because they were doing their job. They were asked by ITV to go and film there. They were asked by doing it. Maybe it wasn't explained very well when they were there, and you know, people didn't realise that the cameras were doing this and they were just doing their bit. But when you're asked to do that, you have to do all sorts of things. They weren't there in a personal capacity. If they'd used that as a personal capacity, gone to the front of the queue, fine, you know, sign the petition. Otherwise, the 23,000 people who signed it, get a life, listen to what they have to say, and go and do something useful with your lives. Leave them alone.
You know, I'm good friends with them. I've known them both for years. In fact, they showed the other day Phillip Schofield's very first day on This Morning 20 years ago, and there was I right next to him on the sofa.
Yeah, you haven't changed a bit.
And they are really nice. I mean, I only a few weeks ago I had a conversation with Phillip, and he said, "Oh God, I'd really like to go and see that show." And I said, "Well, can't you just get someone to ring up and say you're Phillip Schofield?" And he said, "Oh God, I'd never do that. I'm just hoping." And they're not pushy. They're not pushy. I promise you, they're not shovers. They would never ever elbow people away. They're very, and also they would never arrive anywhere dressed in black in sort of formal broadcasting clothes together to do something like that. You know, they do most things with their own families.
Exactly.
You know, separately if they were trying to
hang out together all the time, do they?
And I really think it's not fair at all.
No,
to them.
it's not. Why is it that everybody has to attack everybody else, and then they need to be fired?
But that's the answer to everything.
It's ridiculous.
Everybody always needs to be fired. Well, you know it better than anybody. But I mean, the point is that, you know, it was not terribly well handled after the fact. I think they should have just stopped it at the moment people started saying to them that they shouldn't have done it. They should have just explained it better. Yeah. Because by saying that they were there to film, first of all, where they were, you weren't filming there because they'd gone to have a look. They'd probably just gone to have a look. I mean, I'm just saying earlier, I got offered a chance to go as a journalist, you know, to sort of go through that back door and have a look. And I said, no, I don't want to, because I think that would be wrong. You know, people working there genuinely fine.
Yeah, sure.
But I just think they've handled it, whether ITV have messed it up or whether they have, it hasn't been handled very well.
I think there's two issues here. I think, first of all, ITV should have shut this down quicker.
They should have.
So they should have put out quicker. They were doing this for a VT. You will see it on Tuesday. End of story. Which didn't happen quick enough. And then we didn't even see the piece today. And I think also there's a real thing of people at the moment. There's a lot of hyperbole with a lot of things surrounding the whole of this past 11 days. Whether it's attacking this person for doing this, for wearing this person cried, this person didn't, this person held this person's hand, this person didn't, this person skipped the queue, this person didn't. There just seems to be a lot of really upset people about things you don't need to get upset
grief,
about.
envy, isn't it?
Exactly, and there's a lot of competitive grieving going on, and I think we just need to take it down a notch. We don't need a petition for them to be fired.
No, that's so
not that
ugly.
deep.
It's
not that deep.
It's not their
to do
personality.
that.
It's not in their DNA to dream of doing
It's
that. They
like-
just wouldn't do that. I'm sure of it. Absolutely.
But it's become that thing that once it takes off, you can't stop it. You know, we've got
That's
pizza,
it. It's problem. It
we've got a
escalates.
pizza company,
And the whole
right?
idea of
And that's-
handling it, you know, people don't handle it because they don't realise how something is going to
but
snowball.
then it goes,
That's
it
why,
snowballs.
isn't it?
But
And
you've got a
and-
pizza company today tweeting out, they're terribly sorry if your pizza's late today, but we've been taking Holly and Phil's order.
not.
You're joking.
Yeah, it's a, you know, it's a bit, I'm not going to say who it is.
But
'cause
it's cruel to
Yeah.
do that.
But that's
And
where it's got
leave
to.
people alone. And do you know what? These people with their petition, they're going to stay in their jobs.
Yeah.
And if you don't
And
like
other
it,
people
don't
don't.
watch it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all.
Just don't watch it. It's that simple.